Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking. That was a weird little intro, talking about BPD and MPD by somebody that has both. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. You're going to get mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I'm going to do this to you. I've called this video the mental health treatment that you don't want to admit works. And you're going to hate me, and I'm so sorry. But I'm enjoying it massively, right? I'll be honest. Right? Throw something at the TV. Throw your phone away. I'm sorry. Right. The reason this has come up for me, right? I've done recent episodes on anxiety and favorite personing. Yeah, there's been some stuff going down, right? But when I get to feeling anxious, like that sort of thing, I can channel that energy, even nervous energy, even though it is, into something a bit more positive. And through doing so, I have inadvertently managed to make myself feel better. And so now I need to tell you what I did, and then you can do it, and then get angry at me when I tell you what it is. Okay? So I get a lot of nervous energy with the anxiety. There's a lot of a need to move and that sort of thing. Generally, it translates itself into pacing, right? The layout of my house is actually pretty weird here. So I'm in it's sort of a half terrace house, and my living room backs onto my kitchen, and it goes the whole like depth of the street kind of thing. It's a bit weird, right? I didn't describe that very well, but what it does give me is a long way to pace from the back of my kitchen to the front of my living room. Is a long, uninterrupted run of space. And I have just marched that. I could probably, I could probably look in the health app to see how many miles I've actually paced over the last few weeks. It's a lot. So I needed something to do with that nervous energy. And I started doing exercising again. I started working out again. And now I feel a lot better. I'm sorry. I know that you don't really want to hear that, because when I'm down and I don't feel like doing anything, I don't want to hear that. And we've all got that annoying mate on Facebook who is posting that meme about not taking antidepressants, just go out and be in nature and walk amongst the trees and that stuff. And that is just like, I hate that. I hate that so much. And that makes, certainly makes me resistant to doing anything. But I started doing something. For me, that is Nintendo Ring Fit Adventure. I heartily recommend that, by the way. I enjoy it very much, and it is a damn good workout. And then, well, it starts there, right? It starts as a way to get rid of that nervous energy. I'm just going to squeeze this thing and do this workout for not long, like 10-15 minutes, right? And when you do exercise, it annoyingly feels good afterwards, right? Maybe it physically hurts a little bit, but it's a good kind of pain. It's like you've done something kind of pain. Look at you, you did a positive thing. And this is how it starts with just this 10 minutes. You do a positive thing, and then it makes you feel good, and you kind of want to do another positive thing. I'm reminded of a video I've seen. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before. I probably have. And it's a speech given by someone in the US Armed Forces, maybe an Air Force dude, doesn't matter. But his piece of advice for living a good life, right, is to make your bed in the morning. As soon as you get out of bed in the morning, make your bed. That's his advice. And then he started talking about, well, if you do that, before you've even left your bedroom in the morning, before you've done anything, you have accomplished the first task on your to-do list. Right? You've already done something. And that will motivate you into doing the next thing. You've made a difference in your life. You've made your room neater and smarter. And you've done something. Aren't you good? You've not even gone for a wee yet. And you've done something. And this exercise starts off in the same way. And for me, it's playing like a workout game, right? Whatever. For you, it's going for a walk or a bike ride or a run or whatever. And maybe it's for 10 minutes. I'm not a workout guru. I don't know what to advise you to do, but I, probably don't push it the first time, right? Just do something, right? And then you start to feel better about yourself and you start to notice the effects of that. You've done that first thing. You can do that again tomorrow because it felt good today. And if you do it again tomorrow, you know it's actually going to feel even better because then you're doing it 2 days in a row. Look at you go. And straight away, I started sleeping better. I've been sleeping so well. So well compared to how I normally sleep. Because I've been physically tired. I was going to say used. That creates a different image in your mind, doesn't it? But I've been physically using my body to do something. And it's made me tired. It's certainly made so I can relax. I've not had the restless leg thing for a couple of weeks since I've started doing that. I've lost a bit of weight. My clothes are fitting better. I feel better about myself because I started doing that. And it started off with like barely 10 minutes on day one, but now it's becoming 15-20 minutes. And instead of just doing Ring Fit, you start looking at all the different home workout things there are on YouTube. Maybe you can do like a half-hour home workout, fat burning kind of thing, and feel even better about yourself. Because there's, this isn't, I'm not saying like go and get a gym membership. You don't need to do that. Just use YouTube. And I know you're like, shut up, Rich. I feel awful. And everyone says this. Everyone says this. But everyone says it for a reason. And now I'm saying it too, and I'm sorry about that. I am so very sorry about that. But here we are. It turns out to be true. And when I think back, before I went through this stage of anxiety, before I let things slip away from me, as I've talked about in previous videos, when I was at my peak, most recently, it was when I was being physical in life. I was doing stuff. I was working out, and I was working out a lot. And it made me feel better. I was feeling good about myself. When you can look in the mirror and not think, oh God, as I so often do. That's not good for a narcissist, right? That's not happy. I need to be able to look in the mirror and think, hey, getting better. And that lifts you so much. It really does. I can't tell you how much I recommend it. And I sort of feel like, this needs to be a base level of thing we're doing. We need to maintain some sort of exercise if we can. Because I think if you can keep going with it, it stops you dropping below a certain point, mood-wise. It's invigorating. It helps your body work. And look, science. I'm not the guy, but we all kind of know, don't we? We all did PE at school, right? You've all read the internet. We know the benefits of exercise and doing stuff. I'm not here to, explain that, but at the same time, I am here to just confirm that the rumors are true. As much as I don't want them to be, they are. And I'm just becoming another person on the internet telling you that you should exercise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because I hate those people. I hate those people. And I am one now. And I hate that too. And I'm sorry. There you go. But what would I be if I didn't tell you that I'd found something that worked? I know, right? That you have to trust me with this stuff, I guess. Very trustworthy. Anyway, instead of ending the video here, here's a 6-second bumper of something new with some copyright-free music on it. Enjoy. So that was an intro. I didn't spend long on that. And yet, at the same time, spent an alarming amount of time on that. It is what it is. So, we're doing comments of the week now. It's a Monday. I'm going to look back over the last 7 days of comments that you people have left me, which I'm eternally grateful for and would like to encourage you to do more. So I'm going to start picking out my favorites and ones I'd like to talk about and ones that have complete coherent sentences in, because that's not always something you guys are that bothered about, is it? So without further ado, I'll get on. This comment was left on my romantic obsession video. This is from the Nailcrafter 2622. I needed to hear this. I've taken a liking to somebody, and I thought about them what I believed was an alarming amount of times. This video helped me realize why. I'm panicked and worrying about too many things on top of not loving myself all that much. I'm glad I'm not crazy and that other people experience this. Well, the Nailcrafter, you aren't crazy. Don't worry. We experience this. Working on yourself and feeling better about yourself is the key to all of this. And also realizing that nobody is perfect, right? That person that you love is not a 10 out of 10, because nobody is a 10 out of 10. And so be prepared for people to not be perfect. Give them leeway and don't get too stressed and upset when they do, right? Keep on keeping on. I like this. This is good so far. And everyone, go and watch the Romantic Obsession video if you haven't done that already. On to another comment. This is an error. Your channel has given me a more grounded perspective of MPD. Truth is, I was the type of person to lump all cluster B personality disorders together as an abusive/dangerous. This is until I got hit with the BPD diagnosis myself and looked back at my own past relationships, behaviors, and hypocrisy. I'm an incredibly flawed person, but I'm not evil, and neither are the people who I used to demonize. It's hard for me to watch videos that make blanket statements about MPD nowadays, even if under the guise of education they feel contemptuous in some ways. All this to say, I enjoy your channel. It's very nuanced. Well, thank you very much. This is an error, and may I say, you are absolutely not an error in that comment. I can't watch those videos either. They're there for clicks, they're there for views. They demonize us, they make us look bad, they make us all look the same. And the truth is always far more nuanced. Shades of grey are all that I find when I look to the enemy line, said Billy Joel. Wise man indeed. And so, yeah, we're not demons, we're not evil, neither are you, none of us are. We're poorly people. We've done some things that we regret, and the best thing we can do moving forward is to not do those things anymore. And we have many videos on the internet by a rather good-looking young man to help us along with that. I slipped young man in there. I'm pushing my luck with that one. Really? I don't know where that came from. Let's go to the actual comment of the week. Vengeance 9255. Beard suits you. Great video as always. That's right, there is a beard now. Yeah. I like it. I keep touching it. It makes me go like this. And I think about things. Like that emoji. That's what I do. I've become an emoji with my beard. But I like it. It's past the itchy stage now, and it's just soft and nice. And I kind of like that there's grey in it. I kind of like that. I'm not stressing out over the grey as I get older. I'm stressing about this little bald patch that's coming up here, you know. But this, no, I like this. I like this. So thank you very much. I'm sticking with it. We'll see how it goes. Soon I'm going to become like a man with a beard, as opposed to a man who just hasn't shaved for a very long time. I will have to make decisions about this beard. I will have to do things with it, for it, to it. I don't know what that involves yet, but we'll see. We're going to see how it goes. You can come along with me on the ride as I become a bearded man. That's all we have. Well done for being comment of the week. You can, I don't know, be happy about that. I'm going to do that again next week, so look out for more. I hope you've enjoyed the show today. There'll be more shows another day, and they'll also be about mental health. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave comments, and we might talk about your comment on comment of the week. I love you all very much. You take care. I'll see you later. Bye.